Hello, my lovely Libras. I am Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do your end of August into September 2020 love reading. I almost said into September, July. That makes no sense whatsoever. So, with me wanting to say July, this situation could go back to July. Like maybe that was the last time you spoke to this person, or that's when something really significant happened between the two of you. I don't know why that. Pay attention to the slip ups, like when I say certain things, because it's so funny. I was debating on whether or not I was going to say this to you guys, anyways, and I don't know why I'm picking Libra to say it to, but and I wasn't going to do it, and now it's popping in my head, so I'm going to say it. But anyways, there was a reading I did, like, I think it was like a month ago, and it was about an abusive connection. This, I don't get energy like that in here. I'm just saying that's what the reading was about. I can't remember if it was for Aries or who it was, but anyways, I was making a comment about how certain people are genuine and others aren't, and how money can change people. And like there's certain celebrities who are just arrogant assholes, and it just shows. And then there are some that are just so down to earth and humble that it blows your mind. It's like, how can there be such a vast difference within the same category if you think about it. But anyways, I was thinking of Keanu Reeves because he's very humble. He doesn't even act like he has money. And he's very, like, he donates money. He's very generous, everything like that. But instead of saying his name, I said Johnny Depp. And I don't read tabloids. I don't watch the news. I don't get into any of that shit because it's all negative. A lot of the times they cut clips and give half truths, and it's all lies. It's just for ratings. So I don't follow any of it. Not to mention, I believe in privacy, and it sucks that these celebrities, most of them, don't have much of that. So I'm not going to contribute to something I don't agree with. So I don't really watch shit like that. But anyways, I said Johnny Depp. And then I found out, because I watch a lot of channels with true crime and about narcissists and psychopaths and shit like that, like the psychology behind why people act that way. But anyways, on one of those channels, they were talking about the abusive relationship between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it made me think of that reading. I was like, I said his name. Like, I was basically saying he's such a nice guy, a genuine guy. Like, he wouldn't hurt a fly or anything like that. And I just totally sounded like Dr. Seuss. I'm over here rhyming my ass off. But anyways, like, I had no idea what was going on, and I was like backing him up, and it just kind of blows my mind. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That poor guy. I feel for him. I keep having dreams about it now because it bothers me so much. But anyways, I don't know why I wanted to say that, but I just thought it was cool that I was backing him up before I even knew why. Anyways, maybe some of you are healing from a domestic violence situation, or some of you are really following that case. I'm not really following it. I know some details because of a video that I watched, but anyways, that's irrelevant. I don't know why I'm going off on a tangent here. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It will not apply to every single one of you. I wish I could do that, but I can't. If you'd like me to pick up on your personal energy, please email me. My email's in the box below. I'll gladly give you all the information you need on personals. It's on the community tab as well as my website, and don't forget to check me out on Patreon. This will not be extended over there, but I do have other extendeds, and I do weekly energy. It's called Tea for Days. Any denomination, cancel at any time, no obligation to you. The support is much appreciated, whether it's just over here and you're subscribing and liking and commenting, and sharing, because sharing is caring. It brings more people in. But whether you're over here or you join me over there, either way, your support is phenomenal and much appreciated. Thank you for your love, support, and patience. I know that it's been a minute since I posted a Libra video, so for those of you who have stuck by me, thank you. I'm tripping all over my words. There's something that someone wants to say that they're having a really hard time saying, and it could be because they have dealt with, toxic or unhealthy situations, relationships, whether it was within their family, friendships, because friendships can be toxic sometimes too. It's not just love connections or romantic partnerships. But I feel like somebody has definitely felt like they were on the losing end where they didn't have a voice and couldn't speak up at one point. So that might be why either you or them are not or why either you or this person is having a hard time finding the right words to say. Someone really, really misses you, or you miss this person. I feel like you miss each other, but I almost get a sense that I'm talking to someone like this is a partnership that kind of went separate ways. I don't even feel like you guys dated. I feel like you tried to, or it was the initial phases. This is not, this was never a secure relationship. That you guys were never labeled boyfriend, girlfriend, or anything like that for who I'm talking to, at least for the main energy. But, whoever this person is to you, just, take the information and roll with it if it fits. By the way, I use bad language. If you don't like it, there's the door. See you later. Bye. I don't have time for negativity, and I live on a main road. You're going to hear traffic. I do apologize. My mic is turned down, so that's all I can really do about that at this time. All right, now that I have gone on a tangent about absolutely freaking nothing. No, it wasn't really nothing, but anyways, I am intrigued by that Johnny Depp situation. Like, the psychology behind abuse, it blows my mind how people can be that fucking cruel. Like, oh my gosh. Anyways, so I feel like that's significant to somebody, not the Johnny Depp story. I mean, maybe you've been binge watching all the information you can on it, and that might be why it's pertaining or why it's coming up in the reading, but I don't feel like that's it. I feel like it has to do with remaining humble. Like, I almost get a sense that you taught somebody how to humble themselves, to not be so superficial, or they taught you this, because keep in mind, I could be speaking from the perspective of the cross watcher, or the other person, whichever, flip-flop, vice versa, put it where it fits. So the main energy, which is basically the theme of the reading, we have Amara the Menahan, whatever. Aloha healing. So this is about healing. Shallow grave, you miss someone. So I feel like someone's done a lot of inner work and they've been healing themselves, whatever inner wounds that they have, whatever they've experienced in their past, especially in the love department. And now that they're seeing things through brighter eyes, I don't know where that's coming from, but now that they have more clarity and they're happier, things are going better in their life, they're moving forward in a positive direction. I feel like the thought of you is creeping up in their mind a lot more. And they're missing you. They're missing the way you guys used to communicate, the advice that you would give, the love that you had for them. I feel like somebody doted on someone. So you might have talked this person up and tried to make them feel better, especially if they were in a depressed type state of mind. I feel that uplifting energy, and someone's reflecting on that. I do feel like you were the reason why this person has even gotten to this point of healing, if that makes sense. There's definitely a disconnect here. They could have done this to you too, so keep that in mind. And then we have, but someone's really missing someone overall. Then we have, be authentic and true. Shine light on the dark parts of yourself that you hide from the world. Somebody wants to be open and honest about how they feel, what's been going on with them, why they stopped talking, whatever caused the disconnect, whatever's been going on during your time apart of not talking, whoever this person is to you, they want to finally let you into their life, into their psyche, like, so that you can understand why they did what they did and why they said what they said, and just the way that they think. Because we don't always, sometimes we think that other people, think the same way that we do, because it's, we're living our life, so we know from our perspective, and sometimes we project that onto other people without even realizing it. And I feel like this person, you guys you're similar, but yet the way you act is very different. I got this energy in Virgo's reading, I believe. It might have been Scorpio. I can't remember. But anyways, it's like being the same but different. So you have a lot of similar interests. You believe very similarly, but you handle your emotions and show those around you, you act differently, basically, than the other person. But I feel like someone just wants to be honest. I'm rambling. So there's this nervous energy that's underlying this whole reading because, you know, you know when you're really nervous, sometimes you giggle and you smirk and smile and you get fidgety and you know your heart's kind of racing, so you can't really think clearly, so you're just like babbling. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now because I don't even remember what I just said, and I feel like it was just a bunch. It wasn't a bunch of rubbish, but it was babble. I'm still doing it. I'm rambling on. So I feel like that's how the communication between the two of you is going to be when it starts up again, or that's how it is right now if you're still talking to this person because someone's nervous. So if you feel like you're just kind of beating around the bush, you're not really talking about anything significant, it's just kind of mundane communication, and some of it doesn't make sense, it's because your person is really nervous. So distance makes the heart grow fonder. Someone wants to bridge the gap between the two of you. So there has been a disconnect, obviously, because you're missing someone or they're missing you. I feel like it could go either way. You could be dealing with another Libra, and that's why I'm getting that 50-50 energy like that. Some of you are at a physical distance, like there was a relocation, so you're not in the same area, geographically speaking. But I mainly feel like this is an emotional distance, so there was a disconnect in communication. This wasn't moving forward. I feel like this connection just came to a halt, and you didn't really know why. It was like, okay, why'd you stop talking to me? What the hell's going on? Is it something I said? Did I offend you? It left you to your own devices and making you wonder if you did something wrong. Well, you didn't. This person had a lot going on, and they weren't ready for any type of commitment at the time, and I feel like they were catching feelings for you, and it was scaring them. So it's like, oh, hold the phone. I gotta pull away from this situation because this is getting too intense for me, is what I'm feeling. So the main energy, we have Libra. What is going on? I wanted to go brown chicken, brown cow. I always say that because it's like mocking pornos. Maybe someone likes to watch porn, or someone was thinking of you in a very passionate, intimate way. You could be thinking about this person that way too, or both of you are very sexually drawn to each other. Someone definitely wants to get down and dirty with you, Libra. Just gonna say, I mean, Libras usually have it going on. You're beautiful. You take care of yourself. The way that you show other people who you are is through your attire and the way you present yourself. So I feel like you're very alluring. This person is too. I feel like I'm talking to two people who are equally attracted to each other, and you have other options. It's not like this is the only option that you have. So keep that in mind if you don't want to entertain the idea of going around again with this person. I feel like this go around would be different though, because there's been a lot of healing and a lot of truth is going to be spoken, because I feel like you're not going to settle for anything less than the truth. It's like, I'm not going to play any games. So if you want to be hesitant and act like a child and be immature and hide the truth from me and not tell me, not be straight up, then I'll bail on you this time, that's what I feel. So the main energy, we have the High Priestess, so there's some secretive energy here, but I feel like this is also very spiritual energy. So between the two of you, you're both very spiritual, especially you, Libra. This is your reading, so I'm reading this as you anyways, but this is also withholding. And then we have the Four of Swords reversed. This is coming out of a time of rest. There was definitely a break between the two of you, and I feel like you didn't know why. Like, why did you walk away? Why are we even on a break? Why are we not talking? So whatever reason it was that made this person disconnect from you, I feel like they want to bring that truth in and let you know why they did that, but you don't know yet. So there's going to be some growth in this situation. I feel like there already has been some growth. It's just behind the scenes. You're not aware of it yet. Some of you have actually sent this person healing energy. Like you were trying to raise their vibration by sending them healing energy. I don't know how else to word that. praying for their well-being, basically. I can put it that way too. Not everybody tries to send messages telepathically. Sometimes it's just through prayer, where we're praying to our higher power for the betterment of whoever, is in our prayers. Some of you could have been dealing with somebody who was sick. I do feel like there was an underlying health issue with someone, and that created some fear within them because they didn't know what was going on, and I feel like that's been cleared up and resolved. But the main message when it comes to health, if there was anyone dealing with a health issue, I feel like it's mental health, because I keep looking at the swords, and it's like a secret. Someone doesn't want to admit that they battle with depression or anxiety. Someone could have BPD, borderline personality disorder. And I know that sounds scary, and that disorder has a bad rap, but not every person with BPD is psychotic or anything like that. It's not always as terrifying as the media makes it out to be, which is another reason why we shouldn't watch media. But anyways, I'm sure there's someone out there who's going to watch this who has been diagnosed with that. No judgment whatsoever, but I feel like someone was keeping that a secret, whether it was you or this person. And that's definitely not for everybody. Definitely not. I mean, depression is quite common, so is anxiety, so that could be the main thing. But I feel ashamed of whatever this is. Like, I don't feel worthy. I don't feel good enough. I don't feel like I can match you because I have this illness, this setback. But that's not true. It's just someone's self-doubt. I'm trying not to say and I keep saying it, and every time I hear myself say it, I want to slap myself, like, stop it. Alright, can I get more? Thank you. Yeah, 5 of Cups reversed. It's healing from it's healing from being depressed, basically. It's getting over a sense of depression. So your person was definitely going through something, and I feel like you might have known that they were struggling a bit, but I don't feel like you knew to what extent. So someone was definitely healed. That's the main energy here, and that's beautiful. I'm really happy to see that, actually. And it was definitely a mental issue. It was someone's mental state of mind. Because with depression, there's an ebb and flow to it, I said again. But anyways, it's like with bipolar disorder, you have manic episodes, and it can be like a happy manic, it can be an angry manic, it can be a sad manic, and it can be like within a split second, or you go through like a month or two being really depressed. There's a period of time, and then you're happy again. I feel like someone was struggling with something like that. Can I get more on the main energy? Yeah. Someone was upset about something from the past that they were having a hard time getting over or getting through. Someone screwed them over in some capacity. I do feel like you were talking this person through their trials, whatever was going on with them, whatever had them really depressed and sad. And I almost get a sense that this person, like, you might have questioned things and wondered if they were suicidal or not. Like, it could have been to that extent. And I do feel like you stuck around and you were trying to be a loyal friend to them, knowing that they weren't ready to advance in a love capacity. You know what I mean? So you're just trying to be supportive. And I kind of feel like they ghosted you. They just stopped talking. And some of you did take that personally, like, what did I do? And I already said that in the beginning, but I feel like it had nothing to do with you. It was this person's mental state, and they were doing what they felt was best for them. And a lot of times when you are, depressed or in that depressive state of mind, you pull away, you isolate yourself. And I do feel like this person did that, either you or them, depending on who this is. So what happened in the past, we have the Two of Swords reversed. This is having clarity, making a decision, and justice. I feel like this could be, you could have done this, or you could be dealing with another Libra, like I said, because justice is a Libra card. But I feel like somebody was justifying a decision that they made, even though they didn't have all the information before they made the decision. it's almost like justifying your actions. Like, I can't be with you because I'm not good enough. I can't do this because of my ex. It's making excuses. I feel like you knew that that's what they were doing. So you're dealing with somebody that in the past they would always have an excuse. They would always justify whatever they said, whatever they did. And it got you guys nowhere, basically. Yep, Six of Wands reversed. And the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So this is just feeling stuck, not being successful. Justifying their actions, coming up with another excuse as to why things wouldn't work out. Like this relationship between us would never work out because of this, that, and the other. Because I don't have enough money. Whatever the hell their excuse is. That's all this is. So in the past, there was no forward movement, and it's like self-sabotage, basically. Whoever this is to you felt like this connection would not have been successful, and it's not because of you, it was because of them. They felt like they didn't have anything to contribute. So like, it's almost that you're out of my league, Libra. You're better off without me because I'm just so insignificant. I'm not even worth your time, is what I feel. Even though you didn't feel that way and you didn't look at them that way, that's how they were seeing themselves. So yeah, this person definitely had a lot going on internally, even more than you know, and I feel like you do know. So what's on your mind or in the headspace? We have the Tower. Scorpionic energy, could be dealing with Scorpio, not necessarily. Six of Pentacles reversed, wanting balance, and then the Eight of Cups reversed, wanting to return. I feel like this is a sudden change, wanting to rebalance the scales and return to someone. So I feel like this person, either you're thinking that you want to make things right and go back to this person because you're missing them, obviously, and you're realizing just how much you love them, so you could have been the one in this mental state, or this is what they're thinking. I almost feel like you have, with the High Priestess here, I almost feel like your intuition is telling you that this person will be back. You just don't know when. And when they do come back in, for some of you, they already have started talking to you, while others of you, they will very soon. I feel like it's going to come out of the blue, and they are going to come at you very different. They're going to take a different approach. They might beat around the bush with the words, like I said. It might sound a little confusing, like you're not really getting the information that you need, but it will come out. It's just this person needs to chillax a bit. You have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Some of you could be dealing with the loss of a job suddenly, and that could be preoccupying you right now, not having enough money to support yourself or your family, or being worried about that, wondering if you're going to be able to find another job. This, if you live in the United States especially, I mean, it could be going on in other countries, I'm just unaware of it, but because of COVID, some people haven't returned back to work yet, and it is more difficult to find a job because of all the regulations, and how some companies aren't reopening and whatever. So some of you could be experiencing that, and that's got you preoccupied at the moment. That could also be part of the reason why this person walked away in the first place, and they want to come back and tell you that, whether it was you or them. I do feel like there is a change in someone's finances. It was like a negative hit, but I don't feel like it's going to last. Like, it's a temporary lull, if that makes sense. So I hope that things will balance back out for you if you're experiencing that. Can I get more, please? Don't return to an unhealthy situation just because of your finances, just because you're down and out. Some of you might be contemplating something like that, or that could have happened, already, and that's what somebody wants to say. I just feel like somebody's thinking about making a reappearance, and it's going to happen totally out of the blue. Whatever wasn't working before, they want to work on now. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, somebody definitely is having issues at work. That could be a main priority on your mind right now, or on their mind. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take care of myself. I feel like one of you feels like you're in a really sticky situation, or that's what happened prior. But I kind of feel like this is current thoughts, like this is going on. It will turn around. But I also feel with the Eight of Cups reversed and the Ace of Pentacles reversed, whatever offer was turned down, it's being readdressed. It's like back then, one of you didn't want to work on this connection and wouldn't offer a new start, wouldn't start a relationship with the other person. But now we want to suddenly come back and be fair about this and make that offer, that whatever was being held back prior, whatever offer is going to be made now. This person wants to make something right because they miss you or you miss them. Alright, so why it's all happening. We have the Two of Cups reversed, so there's a disconnect in a connection. This obviously didn't come together, or it didn't last. The Fool, a new beginning. Five of Cups, more sadness. I feel like somebody's really sad without you, basically, or you're sad without them, depending on which side of the coin you're on. But this is all happening because you two did not come together. Someone chose to go it alone or move in a different direction, and it's really upsetting them now. I feel like it upsets both of you, but one of you is taking it harder than the other. Hold on. So why it's all happening. Can I get more, please? For others of you, someone was having a really hard time moving on or moving past a prior connection. So getting over an ex, getting over whatever happened to them in the past. They were hung up on someone else, and that is why nothing moved forward. I feel like they're regretful that they did that. And they're missing you now. It's like, oh, I was hung up on the wrong person, and now I feel like I might have missed my opportunity with Libra. I don't think they fully missed their opportunity. For some of them, they might have, depending on how much damage was done during this disconnect. But for the most part, I feel like this could be salvaged. The Empress. There definitely was another person. But I feel like they're looking at you this way. You're their Empress. Or they're yours, whichever. It's almost like, I can't believe, like, the Empress is such a prize. That's what we strive for. That's the ideal partner, you know? And it's like, I can't believe I let my Empress go. Male or female, doesn't matter. This is not gender-based, but someone's very emotional over the fact that you're not with them because they're realizing your worth now, basically, just to sum it up. The King of Wands reversed, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Not necessarily, that's just the energy that's here. This is being pretty feisty, pretty upset, pretty angry. I'm actually seeing, we have the Lovers at the bottom too. I'm actually seeing somebody punching a wall. So, I mean, your person or you, whoever this is, I feel like it's your person, the other person, but it could be you, Libra. Whoever you're dealing with is, like, I see them punching holes in things. Like, they're very angry. And it's because they have a hard time understanding and processing their feelings. So, because you're the one that got away now, basically, they're pissed off about this. They're angry. They're upset. They're mad at themselves. It's like a tantrum from a 2-year-old is what I'm seeing. My father used to be this way. It's like, if something didn't go his fucking way, he'd punch a hole in the wall, and then he'd hide it with, like, the gun cabinet. Or, I remember this one time, I know this has nothing to do with this reading, but maybe this person acts this way, or it's learned behavior because their father or mother acted this way. But I can't remember if it was over taxes or not. I was a kid. I was like 10 or 11 years old. I had a friend over. We were swimming in the pool. And I came up on the back deck to open up the door to see if I could get, like, a snack or something and drinks to bring down to me and my friend. And as I open the sliding glass door, my dad's fucking flipping the fuck out. My mom's in the kitchen just like totally silent, standing there just watching him rage out. And he took the chair, the kitchen table chair, and he picked it up so fast and so hard that it broke the kitchen table in half. It smashed my mom's lazy Susan, which was like this. It almost looked like marble, but it wasn't because of how it broke. But it was like it was stone. Broke that, and the chair went in the ceiling. And that all happened in that split second as I opened the door. And I'm like, oh hell no! And I shut it and I fucking walked away. That's just one instance. Like, I have stories about him. But I feel that type of rage. Like, somebody who cannot control their emotions. Once they get to a certain point, they're just like, wow. That's what's going on. This person is that upset that you're gone. And they're that mad at themselves. I don't feel like you're dealing with anyone who's abusive that would smack anyone or physically hurt another person. I feel like they take it out on objects and themselves. I don't feel like they like self-harm as in cutting, but they beat themselves up with self-deprecating thoughts and telling themselves that they're stupid and that type of thing. I almost see this person hitting themselves in the head like, you idiot, telling themselves that. So there was a lot of crazy emotion going on here, and that is what has led up to this point. This person's extremely upset that you're not theirs, that you've potentially walked away from them for good. I feel like it's all in their head though, but if they want to act like a baby like that, then maybe you might be gone. I don't know. Someone needs to get their emotions in check. But anyways, what you can expect coming up within a week's time or so is the Two of Wands reversed with the Six of Swords reversed. So this is making a decision to stick around, to return, to not fully walk away from you. I feel like this person has tried to get you out of their head, has tried to be like, oh, I'm better off without Libra. I don't need Libra. Like, whatever. I should just be single. Whatever this person wants to tell themselves, but they can't, and they're making a decision to make a comeback, to make a reappearance, which is going to feel very sudden to someone. I get more on what's to come. We have the Knight of Wands reversed and the Five of Wands. Wow, there is some conflict here. This person has already made up their mind about you. They want to return, but they don't know how. They don't know what to say. So they're not rushing in. They don't want to be stupid. They don't want to be reckless. This person's really... they're being calculated. Whatever. Anyways, they're being smart about it. They're really thinking things through. They don't want to be reckless. And I feel like this person is afraid of confrontation, even though they get really angry like this and will throw shit and punch walls and whatever and slam doors. They don't like conflict with other people. I don't know if that even makes a lick of sense, but that's what I feel. It's like this person doesn't want to fight with you. And I feel like you might have something to say because of how they disconnected from you. Like, you want to say your piece. Like, I wish things were different. Why did you stop talking to me? You want to clear things up for you. Like, did I do something? Even though you didn't, I feel like you would say something like that just to see what they would say. This person's having a lot of inner conflict and inner turmoil, like a back and forth. Should I message Libra? Should I not? Should I move forward? Should I not? I do feel like they're going to cave in and actually say something, but they do fear that you're going to get mad at them. Or that you are mad at them. That might be why they're mad. It's like a form of projection. Whatever they're feeling, they're putting on you. Like, oh, if I feel this bent out of shape, then Libra must feel that way too. No, that's not always how it works. I actually feel like you're getting along just quite dandy. Twin flames. I got this for someone else. Was it? Shit. I think it was Virgo. Could be dealing with a Virgo. I don't really see too much earth here. I mean, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Well, we have some Pentacles, but anyways, I see some fire energy mainly. But that's action oriented, and I actually believe that Virgo got a lot of fire energy too, if I remember correctly. But don't hold me to it, because I forget readings after I do them, unless it's important or relevant to another sign's reading, and then it will pop back in my head, which is weird. This person is struggling with how strong of a connection this is. I feel like it's so intense it terrifies them, and that's why they're so back and forth with it. I do feel like this person is going to bring this to your attention, though, because they know that you already know what this connection is. So you feel that chemistry. You feel the heat between the two of you. You did initially. I feel like you might have told this person that they're your twin flame, or that you think that they're your soulmate, or something like that. You mentioned a spiritual connection in some capacity to this person at some point, and it's got them thinking, and I feel like they're recognizing it now. Because they can't get away from you. Like your energy's just always there, is what I'm feeling. But they just don't feel good enough. They have this back and forth. It's like one day they're confident and the next they're not. It's like a little child battling with themselves inside this person, is what I feel. So let's see what's going on with your person. The Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Well, there's that childish energy. And we have emotions and then the physical realm. I do feel like this person wants to express how they feel. I feel like they want to say sorry, for one. And I also feel like they want to, it's almost like have a truce. They want to bring you a gift of some kind, whether it's a card. It could be, it will be something small. It's not going to be anything grandiose. Even this emotional offer isn't going to be huge. But there's room to grow. It's a start. Because I keep looking at the cup that she's holding, and it's got the lily in it, and it's kind of got light glowing, almost like it's going to grow into something really beautiful. It's making me think of the rose from Beauty and the Beast, which, yeah, I know that was his lifeline, and when the last petal fell, he was fucked, basically, if he didn't fall in love. But I don't mean it in the negative way. That's kind of a sadistic way to look at things. Anyways, Disney stories are kind of twisted. If you go back to the original storylines, it's fucked up. I mean, in Cinderella, one of the stepsisters cuts her freaking heel off just to get the shoe to fit. Yeah, I think that was called The Glass Slipper. It was written in the 1600s, but it's like the first Cinderella tale. Anyways, I don't know why the hell I'm going off on that. I know the most useless information, just gonna say. Anything important goes out the window. But yeah, with your person, I feel like they are going to bring in this communication, but it's going to be small because they are pretty immature, especially compared to whoever I'm talking to. There's a difference here. One of you has a better understanding of themselves. So like you fully understand who you are, what you want, you have healthy boundaries, and the other person doesn't. It could be vice versa. You know, you might need to set boundaries and they're the healthier person, but I feel like whoever this is that you're dealing with, they do have some growing up to do, so this is going to be a process. Dealing with them, basically. Can I get more? I feel like it has been a process, if I'm going to be honest. This person wants to just be transparent with you, but they don't know how. Yeah, 10 of Wands, they're very stressed. So I feel like they're going to come in this playful way, or they act playful with you. They act kind of immature. I almost see this person sending you stupid memes and pictures, like, just to get a laugh out of you, because that's how they show how they feel. If they can get you to laugh, then they know that you're interested. It's a test almost, but it's kind of like an immature test, because this person doesn't know. They fear rejection. They fear abandonment. They don't know how to put the work in a sense. I feel like they're going to try to take this in stride so it doesn't stress them out. But the reason why they're acting so playful and just friendly and not really mature about the connection between the two of you is because it does weigh them down. They know that they have a lot that they need to make up for, basically, is what I'm feeling here. Let's see. Can I get a little bit more on this person that Libra's dealing with? Healing heart, yeah. This is why they're coming in so mildly, you know, in that lighthearted way. It's because they're still in the healing process. I feel like they're better off than they were. They've overcome a lot of hurdles emotionally, but they're still in a vulnerable state. So they're afraid of being taken advantage of. So that's why they're going to come in this way. And it might seem a little back and forth or immature. If you really want to be with this person, just kind of roll with it and be kind of nurturing to them. I feel like you'd be very capable of doing that too, Libra. I feel like that's how you are, or that's how you were with them anyways. And it's almost like they need that mothering. Whether you're a guy or a woman, it doesn't matter. Because guys can be nurturing too. I just feel like your person is in a very vulnerable space. But they're trying. They really are. So communication that's coming in, we have the Ten of Cups reversed and Judgment. They're regretting a decision that they made. They're not happy without you, and they're hoping that this isn't the final call. Because I kind of feel like they're reaping what they sowed, you know? They're getting their just due. Karma has handed them a shit sandwich, and they don't like it. It's like, this isn't what I want. I need my Libra back. So they're hoping that they still have an in with you. And I feel like they want to tell you that they've actually made their mind up and they do want to move forward. They are kind of pessimistic about it working out, though. It's weird because with this inner conflict, I feel one second I'm optimistic and then the next second I'm not. So it's like, yay, this will work. Oh, fucking Libra don't like me. Oh, Libra loves me. No, they don't. It's like that. They second guess themselves a lot. We have the Knight of Cups. So they do want to offer you love. Yeah, they're upset because things didn't work out before. They don't want a new beginning with anybody else. They've thought a lot about it. They're done being in this self-reflection mode. They don't want to look at themselves anymore. I feel like this person has never really looked themselves in the mirror and really seen who they truly are until you came into their life. Which, that's a pretty significant change, I'm just going to say. And that's not an easy thing to do. Especially if what's looking back at you is not what you want to see. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like this is what I said. They're not satisfied without you. They're unhappy that this isn't moving forward, and they want to offer their love. They want to come in and say, hey Libra, I'm sorry. You know, you were right. I do think we're meant to be. I felt that way all along and I was terrified, and now I want to move forward with you. It's something like that. And it's not going to be, you know, verbatim what I just said, because nobody talks like that. Even though we wish that they would sometimes. They don't. Anyways, the blocks in this connection. The Sun. The truth, for one. Because I strongly feel like this person has always had feelings for you and they fucking lied about it. So not speaking their truth. But I also feel happiness. Someone is afraid to be truly happy because they feel like they're not deserving. And that stems from depression or whatever this mental disorder is. So it's like happiness scares them. There's a song by Pink and I think it's called Happy. And part of the chorus is, it has to do with, I think I'm scared to be happy or something like that. And I feel like that's the struggle within this person. It might be within you because this is a block in this connection, so it could be on either side. King of Wands reversed again, so we have that twice. And this is in rage. That's another block. This person, I feel like they're ashamed of how they act because they don't have a hold on their emotions. I also feel like you were dealing with someone who had a tendency of being kind of promiscuous. They might have wanted to keep their options open, or they could have told you that that's what they wanted, even though that's not what they wanted. It was not fulfilling for them because I feel like someone was lying. And then we have walking away. I mean, that's a block all in itself. This person walked away. I feel like they said they'd be happier without you, basically. They fucking lied to you. And that needs to be fixed. They need to walk their happy ass back, turn around and say, I'm sorry I acted like a baby. I mean, with the mental issue and things like that, I'm not calling anyone that's dealing with depression or anxiety or anything severe like that a baby. I do feel like this person does not handle their emotions well, whether they are clinically diagnosed with anything or not. I feel like they do go into a rage when they don't get their way. It's like a temper tantrum, and that is something that they wanted to keep from you because they are ashamed of their actions. So that is a block, the truth. And this person is scared to be happy. They walked away from their happiness, and now they're not happy about it. So they're hoping that they didn't screw it up for good. So, what you can expect within a month's time, the outcome or potential outcome, because it's different for each and every one of you. The Hangman reverse, that's Piscean energy to me. That is seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things from your perspective. It's also getting out of that stuck energy, the Chariot reversed, because they don't want to move on from you. This is Cancerian energy. I feel like this person was stuck possibly to a Pisces or a Cancer person. They could have that in their chart, like an ex. This person could have been stuck to a past person, and they're having a hard time moving on, and now they're releasing themselves from that, and they want to like travel back towards you. They don't want to move away from you. And then we have the Hierophant. So yes, they want a commitment, a relationship. They want to level up with you. They want to have a new passionate beginning with you. I feel like this person, there's a lot of chemistry here. There's a lot of firsts that you can have with this person. There's a lot of passion here. I'm like, why can't I find that word? Can I get more on this potential outcome? We have the Four of Swords reversed. Yeah, they don't want to be on a break anymore from you. They're coming in with some truth. This person definitely wants to date your ass. They love you, Libra. They love you. Three of Wands. You haven't been waiting in vain. I feel like I just saw the Six of Cups. So they have a lot of positive thoughts and memories about you. They feel bad that they've left you waiting, basically. But I feel like they're coming back in. And one of the things they're gonna say is like, I'm sorry I made you wait, but I'm thankful that you did. This person needed time. And the wait is nearly over, is what I feel. The Five of Swords, it's neither reversed nor upright. They're trying to relinquish control. I feel like this person, like a protective measure for them, is acting controlling. They have to control a situation, the dynamic, not the person, but what happens between, you and them, basically. They were controlling how the conversations went, how far everything went between the two of you, and they're trying to let that go, to not be that way, because they know that that's not healthy, but the only reason they were doing it is out of fear. So just know that they're working on not only healing themselves mentally, emotionally, letting go of people, places, things that they need to release, which I feel like they have. For most of them, they have let go of that person, if there is a toxic person around, from their past, because something else happened that was like the straw that broke the camel's back for them, basically. But there's still some work, some self-work that they're processing through. They're trying so hard to just let go of control issues, basically, so that they can allow this to unfold naturally. And if it's not them that was dictating the connection, it was you, and you wanted it to move forward and they needed time, I feel like that could be part of a conversation coming up, that they'll be like, can we go into this without expectation? We don't need to put labels on this today. Can we take our time? Because if you're willing to give me time, and I'll talk to you and I'll be there, and, I'm not going to bail and be a flake. It won't be like last time, but if you can move slow with me and we can do this together at the speed that I need us to move at, then we can move forward. So I kind of feel something like that. This person is afraid of jumping in over their head, basically. It's like, I don't have a life preserver. I can't swim, so I can't just dive in the deep end. You might be used to dealing with deep emotions, or very loving connections, but this person isn't. This is new territory for them. So they need to take those swimming lessons. You know what I mean? It's like, picture it, it's like a child learning how to swim, basically, for the first time. So there's some fear here. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Libra. I strongly feel someone's overcoming a lot, a real lot, in a short amount of time, too. So I do feel like there was universal help, divine guidance in this situation. I feel like you were the catalyst for change within this person, or they were within you, if this is you that's going through all these changes, because it could be vice versa, like I said. But it's almost like someone walked away, or they appeared to walk away, but they didn't. They never left. And I feel like energetically you knew that, and that's why you watch readings about them. That's why you wonder what the hell's going on. Like, there's all this what if energy, and I feel like it's because you still feel them even if they weren't talking to you. But they're coming back, and I feel like it's gonna shock most of you, actually, because I almost feel like I'm talking to somebody who's like, oh, this person's gone. They're gone. They're not here anymore. They didn't want me. They threw me away like trash. They didn't even want to talk to me. They just ghosted me or whatever. Well, there was a lot behind the scenes. What they did was not right. They shouldn't have handled it that way, but I feel like they were in such a vulnerable state that this person was just not acting right. They weren't thinking about anyone else because they weren't even thinking about themselves, in a sense, is what I feel. They were very troubled. I'm just going to put it that way. But there's a lot of healing energy here, a lot of change, and someone's returning, and there's definitely an apology here. And I do feel like they want to move forward into a commitment with you. It's going to be a slow go, but they just want to go with the flow and see what happens. And I feel like you'd be okay with that. As long as you know that they're not going to flake on you, you'll take your time. But yeah. So hopefully this makes sense. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. The more you interact with me, the more apt I am to pick up on your energy. Join me over on Patreon, any denomination, cancel at any time, no obligation to you. The support means the world to me. Again, thank you for your patience. Donations are always welcome. I have information in the box below, as well as my email if you are interested in personal readings. It's willowvines with an S, 1631@gmail.com. I'll be talking to you guys soon. Best of luck with all of this, and I wish you well. Yeah. I don't know, I kind of get this. I almost feel like there's a relaxed, a feeling of relief is what I just feel now that I did this reading for some reason. So I don't know if someone's going to watch this and go, oh, thank goodness, or something like that. But I just feel very relieved. Even if you don't feel that way after watching this person, I almost feel like when they're in communication with you again, it's going to give them that feeling of relief. It's going to give them that feeling of security. So just know that there is a little teeny bit of codependency within this person. So don't fuel that codependent fire. Make sure you put that bitch right out, It's okay to move forward with the person, but make sure you do so in a healthy way. So don't feed into their neediness if that becomes a problem. So yeah, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.